Welcome to the morning after, where yesterday's news is today's what we're gonna talk about. I'm Martin Nolan.
And I'm Jason Weitzman. How was your weekend, Martin?
It was pretty good. 5 days ago. On that note, happy Friday, everybody.
Friday indeed! A beautiful fall Friday we have for you today. The football teams are taking the fields that they practice on for their game in 2 days. People are probably doing what they always do on every day.
And that's exactly what makes Friday so magical. Sad they come around but 52 times a year.
That's true. And on that somber note, let's get to the news. The war is over! That's right, there finally is a winner in the war between Uggs and their cheap knockoffs. In an independent poll conducted by your moms, statistics show that Uggs are the better fashion choice.
Unless, of course, you're looking for a good price, in which case the cheap knockoffs really aren't that bad.
Too true. Well, the results of this war really knocked me off. Oh, apparently the war in Iraq's over. Didn't know it till I read it off the teleprompter. That's cool.
Continuing with our first annual Weekly Friday Daily War segment, we're going to kick it out to our war correspondent extraordinaire and part-time magician Heather Potts.
Oh, we're doing that bit?
I don't know, I think so.
Oh, cool.
She's out there in Oklahoma on the front lines of a pretty intense war. Heather, what can you tell us about what's going on out there?
Well guys, I'm here in Oklahoma where there is a moderately tight town council race going on. But to be honest, I feel like you're throwing around the term war a little too loosely.
Well, I don't want to start a war between the hosts and correspondents because we would totally win that war.
Thanks for that piece, Heather. How's the shrimp out there?
I have a lot more to say.
Sounds delicious. Moving on, Daphne Pudilankis of Tampa, Florida turned 94 last month. Keep on trucking, Daph, from all of us here at the Morning After.
Also in the news, the Department of Interior recently confirmed that there has been a second oil rig explosion in the Gulf, further exacerbating the environmental problems currently plaguing that region. I feel like you get to do a lot more lighter news stories than I do. I don't feel like this is split evenly. Do you feel like it's split evenly?
Right down the middle. Speaking of which, 9-year-old Andrew Diorio of Rochester, New York, recently bowled a perfect game at his local bowling alley, Rochester Bowling Bowl. Keep on trucking, Andrew, from all of us here at the Morning After.
We'll be back now. The president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, recently met with UN officials to discuss the Rwandan protests of a leaked UN report that accuses troops of widespread human rights violations. And if I may add my own personal opinion here, this is very sad stuff to wake up to. I'm really, really sorry.
Well, the reports are in. This cat is still adorable. How about cats, Jason?
One time I saw one, swear to God, it winked at me.
Oh, don't we all?
We'll be right back after we sing you our theme song and then go to commercial break.
Bum bum bum
Bum,
bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum 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 bum.
I think that went well. That was really inappropriate that happened with the commercial break.
And now the weather with our senior weather advisor Conor Sullivan.
Oh, Weatherman. It's called Weatherman.
It's meteorologist. Thank you, Martin. So, Oh, right. Thank you, Jason, too. Last week I messed up a little bit with Hurricane Earl, but this week, totally.
Yeah, can we roll a clip of last week?
No, you don't have to do that. No.
Hurricane Earl is coming! Stockpile of water and cheese puffs! Board your doors and windows! It's coming! We're all gonna die! Connor? What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry, I slipped, I overreacted. No big deal, right?
Do you know how much money I spent on bottled water and cheese puffs?
I spent the entire weekend watching Golden Girl reruns.
Sorry.
That wasn't a complaint.
It was Labor Day weekend. I was gonna go plant a tree, or whatever you do for Labor Day.
Oh, I think Labor Day is the one where we celebrate pregnant moms who just gave birth. Oh, on a side note, happy Rosh Hashanah, everybody! But Connor, seriously, how could you make such a serious mistake?
It was these barometers. I mean, they got all these numbers, and I don't know how to read them. I'm not a scientist.
Don't you have to have a degree to be a weatherman-orologist?
No, I just look at all their news stations before I come on. I mean, doesn't everybody? And they were all talking about like this Hurricane Earl and it's coming up the East Coast. And I was like, oh no, don't come up the East Coast. No, don't come here, Earl. We don't want you. Don't come.
Stop doing that.
And that was our weather report from someone soon to be fired.
Wait, really?
I don't know, we certainly don't have that kind of power.
Thank God. You guys are my only friends, and I really need this job. This is the only time we hang out, and like, I have no other means to feed my family, and you're just
In our next segment, we have Meghan Ross from an up-and-coming company telling us what to do on those mornings you can't wake up, on those nights. After those nights, you couldn't fall asleep.
Well, as news anchors, we never sleep. Unless, of course, we're really tired.
And that happens every night at 9 p.m. Now, Meghan will present a product inspired by a Boston University School of Management core business plan last fall. This product will be available for retail in the ever-trendy Urban Outfitters.
That's not right.
Megan, take it away.
Well, the Sleep Institute of New England stresses the importance of a good night's rest.
Wow!
Whether it's refraining from drinking alcohol before bedtime or using aromatherapy products to aid you towards your REM cycle. For those of you who live in noisy city settings such as Boston,
Go Sox!
but are afraid to wear earplugs in case you may sleep through your alarm clock, we have a new product that will solve all of your problems. It gently vibrates inside your ear.
What exactly is the deal with this thing? How do you even go about using
I
it?
don't know.
Is this how it comes? Not in a package? Do you know what this looks like? It looks like a tiny fire extinguisher. And tiny fires are not a joke. You know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to take this home and give it to my daughter for her dollhouse.
Your daughter?
My dollhouse.
Dollhouse?
My custom barn for my Briar horse collection.
So, Megan, I just blacked out for the last few minutes. What'd you say your product's name was again?
Good Vibrations. It's a tiny solution for all your sleeping needs.
Oh, like that classic Beastie Boys song.
She's given us some vibrations.
It's Good Vibrations, and we're 26% on our way to trademarking our product name. We've even teamed up with the incredible successful band that once coined our product name for their big hit single.
And we know how that one goes.
Wouldn't it be nice if good vibrations?
I'm talking about the memorable 90s song by the renowned Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I think you're going to want to check with Aerosmith on the copyrights for that one.
I'm not going to let this faze me, and I'm just going to recite everything Urban Outfitters told me to say.
I thought this was only available on the internet.
Are you sure this isn't even a legit branded product name?
Yes, it's a very legit product, and we only come with a tiny risk of ear canal disease. See, would we be legit if we had a business card?
That's a Charlie card.
Did you make up Erie Canal Disease?
No, there's documented proof that our product is a direct cause of Erie canal disease.
How exactly do you use this Surfin' USA product?
Think about it. Do you want to be known as the loser who goes on in life using regular earplugs and regular alarm clocks?
Well, I certainly don't want to be called a loser. Not again, anyway.
Oh, judging by the amount of earwax built up in my ear, I think we've only got a couple seconds left. So is there anything else you'd like to say to our viewers to encourage them to check out your product?
Exactly. You know who else who would endorse our product? That rich virgin, Richard Branson. He doesn't know about it yet, but I'm sure he would. He's a risk taker. And a badass. Did you know he owns planes?
That's all the time we have for today.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Brian Wilson.
Join us next week when we'll be singing more of our favorite songs. Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic, another dimension, another dimension.
Another dimension. I don't know any of the words.
Me neither.
There's no space.